hello. Hello. Yo, hello. Hello, check, check, 1, 2. Check, check. There we go. That's better. It's working now. What's up and welcome to day number 2 here of the Sunset VALORANT Series 2025. I am Kappa and I'm joined by the awesome, the lovely Crispy. Crispy, great day. And what are your first, second times casting yesterday? You did very well, so I wanted to let you know that.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, man, of course. For today, we have a whole group stage in front of you before we get to the playoffs and the inevitable final coming up tomorrow. So this one, I think it's the meat and potatoes of the tournament, right? It's what makes or breaks teams. Teams go home, teams go forward. Sounds like an obvious thing, but it's a tense day.
I think we'll really see some good VALORANT today. I think teams knowing this is crunch time, and I think I'm excited to see the VALORANT be played.
I like that crunch time. That's very relevant as well for
such a short tournament, right? Like
it's just gonna pack
no
in.
No room for mistakes, really.
Exactly. You do have to pack in your best skills, and there's this little room for forgiveness. I do think, from what I've seen over the years of commentating from all different FPSs, it's the best kind of teams, or the best performance the teams are going to do right here, right now on day number 2. So it goes to Fat Josh versus Get to the Money. I'm not sure if that is something that will be updated shortly. I believe there's another game we'll be streaming, but just looking at the agent selection to focus for the time being. What do you think of the composition so far?
What have we got? Super Fat BB on the Sova. Yeah, I've known him for a while. He's been a great smokes player before. And
Excellent.
it's nice to see
Okay.
him pick up the recon initiator role. So to see that, but yeah, the Jet Yoru definitely a popular idea. You got the double duelist, double dive, and then side of Krug mentality. I think more of a newer style comp with the Neon Yoru as well.
Neon Yuri, still something I'm a bit uncertain on. It's a very one to like to execute off of. Should you use the fast lane to disguise your gate crash?
Yeah,
to,
I
like,
think
kinda go
like what
through,
they're
but-
going with the Neon Yoru is you're kind of replacing the Breach stun with the Neon stun, and then you're kind of replacing the Jet entry with the Yoru entry, and then
like
you've kind of
that.
got, well, I guess you're replacing the Jet entry with the Yoru and Neon double entry, and then you're replacing the Breach flashes with the Yoru flashes. So it's kind of like a readjustment of the roles.
Right.
Kind of, but you have that, it's just kind of the same thing, but in a double duelist form.
I like that parallel. Very good parallel for myself and for those that are watching this stream. Thanks very much for joining us here today. Plenty more action to come up. If you aren't going to be able to see this game, like, man, I've got to go. No problem. We can make sure get your fix of VALORANT coming up this weekend.
And we're starting off here, first round, as Akaraval is working up A long here with his teammates. And Spike still out towards C, though.
Spike is out towards C, not in possession from anyone right now, actually.
It looks like Crook Mentality are just going to take their time and work the map. Looks like 3 players now huddled up back towards C long, looking to re-clear it.
Always makes you get a bit antsy, doesn't it?
Yeah, but nothing spotted on the cam. And Eric on A making noise, but he falls to beginner. And now that's going to call for Krug Mentality to speed up towards C and take the C site. And they do have a full C site here. Cypher Cage is coming down from Kazati to try and delay Dim Sum. But FBSQ is already in, but it gets taken out by Benny. And Benny again finding more kills. Sets out his Yoru TP. Here comes the recon dart from Dim Sum as they move in. Super Fat BB scaling through back sight here, but in the smoke, Sailor just ducks out of the way, but Super Haven with a nice 2-piece to get the first round on the board for Dim Sum.
What a retake. Let's break that down real quick. The surgical, the slice of backside, and they call like slicing the pie or slicing the pizza, you slice an angle. They both did it so perfectly on that pincer move onto default, and
yeah.
I think it speaks to itself. 3 players surviving, a couple of ghosts in their repertoire already to take forward. That is a really, really good start for Dim Sum.
I think that really good sight smoke from Dim Sum allowed Super Haven to just scale onto backside, probably quicker than Krug Mentality expected. Because
the aggression was good from Krug. They had some excellent cages that were used to kind of take space, but just countered by Dim Sum.
Looks like there's 2 outlaws coming out from the side of Dim Sum. Not something you usually see, but they are pretty strong here.
It's like an op second round. I've started to try and look at it a bit differently. It's
pretty
like
much, yeah.
Round,
looks like it's going to be Super Fat BB that picks it up on the A-long angle, but doesn't connect. Another Neon running up. He's got to get out, but Neon just able to close the gap so quickly, and that's going to be the outlaw down. And now it's going to be a 4v5 retake here for Dim Sum, and they're down a man, and but FPS ADN has found one with the outlaw, now 4v4. Retake coming from CT and from Heaven. Eric with the outlaw that he's picked up. He's able to hit a 140, and again able to take out Akio. And now it is getting dicey here for Dim Sum. And so Kazati finds FBS through the smoke, and that's going to do it.
What?
Krug Mentality taking the eco.
Taking it in a very strange rest, a classic Sheriff to finish things out against a full buy. They had as much as they could muster off those first round funds, but it goes to show you, we said this yesterday, to say it again, every one of those first couple of rounds is very fragile, and right now it's a reset, switched around, this time Dim Sum on the struggle bus.
Yeah, that round honestly reminded me a lot of my own gameplay. When I'm playing with Someone Haven, exactly where Super Fat BB is playing, and you're playing against the Neon, you have to be careful about how quickly that Neon can run down A long and close the gap on you. And unfortunately for Super Fat, there he got caught.
Cool, lacking.
Krug Mentality now looking to start 3 towards A here, as looks like their Cypher's about to join them. No, he's going to walk into mid window. And Akio here pushed up very aggressively here. here with the Sheriff. I like this play, especially on their eco round, to try and catch Correct Mentality off guard potentially.
Sheriff's so deadly, especially in the right hand
Val
angle.
working towards Garage, spotted by FPSQ, and now Super Fat with a nice
fadeaway
shot on Eric.
Beautiful fadeaway.
Definitely. Sailor now with the Outlaw, looking to do some damage, but gets spotted by the dart. Doesn't quite leave yet, though. Gets back on the angle. And is able to keep that information for his team. And it looks like it's going to be an A-split here, as Benny with the Yoru. Cassidy out, but nice. The Bucky and dash away from FPS ADN. And Superfat gets one with the Sheriff, but Benny responds. But now he's blind. And just like that, back-to-back thrifties.
One of these rounds are absolutely ballistic. Chaotic times 10. Bucky is taken out of Vandals. The perfect paranoia. That was a pivotal piece of the recipe to get Dim Sum that round. Just played off of that flash so improvised in an improvised manner and so tactical with the execution. Dim Sum back in control for now.
And it looks like once again, Superfat BB setting up on this A-long angle. With their Cypher holding down the C side. Try those cages again, maybe. Early Cypher cam out here. We get broken and Superfat BB holding it down.
Not this time.
You can get this much value with Silva just holding A-long by himself. It definitely makes the other team scared.
And you said it, that neon push previously.
And again, Superfat working up with his jet, but Benny now with the flash in hand, ready. Flashes out, but does not connect. And it's FPS and Superfat to hold it down. Now 3v2 for Dim Sum. Plenty of map control as well. As Correct Mentality are clumped up together outside A. Sailor already knocked down below half HP. And it's FPS with the nice.
Beautiful.
2 kills at the end. Let's bring it up to 31 for Dim Sum.
That's what's really to talk about, really. Aside from map control, Dim Sum taking map control, establishing early where they're going to be holding that line and just not really giving Krug that much time to reposition by the time they have someone's pushed up to A lobby. We've seen it over and over again. And Superfat, great presence at long, had troubles with that earlier in the game, but now has started to be a bit more confident on those swings. Things could change here, though. I see an Odin. Krug are trying to switch up their play style.
Yeah, for Superfat BB, getting punished once. I know he's a good player. He's definitely not going to get punished again. Benny now with the Dimensional Drift works up through Garage Window and is going to get a lot of information here. Spots the Omen and just comes out of it with the Bucky. But he's going to get traded away as he doesn't quite TP out in time. Cassidy now holding outside A as the drone comes in towards C site from Sailor. Doesn't spot anything though. And now Correct Mentality back away, but they're headed right into FPS ADN in the off angle. But Cassidy is able to get the trade. Back to a 3v3 situation now as Dim Sum start rotating towards the A site, but that is also where Krug Mentality are going. Looks like Dim Sum have the read. Akio now in the off angle, though holding. Is he going to get one, potentially two? He is unable to get any, and FPS
the ball back too.
Superfat BB unable to connect any shots, and Krug Mentality just win out the fight on A.
You've really
tough.
You've
Dim
got
Sum
to
had the
back.
read, and
Dibs had a great read.
Yeah.
Akio had a great angle as well, but there's a lot of pressure, and that's something we spoke about. There's a lot of pressure on these games today.
Yeah.
These games are going to feel, again, like that last day. You've got to put yourself in that mindset, and both teams are trying their absolute darndest to get those best off angles. Akio getting unlucky, put that behind you. What's coming for the next round? They do have a bye again.
Yeah, Operator coming out low on line here for FPS, and I'm excited to see what Scott is on top of the back sight pillar thing as Akio flashes out, but he hits the clone, unfortunately for him. But TP's back into the B cubby, which is a good spot, I think. They might not expect this on the side of Creek Mentality.
No, you've got to get out of there. Jump peaks coming from FPS. Just patient plays by Dim.
Creek Mentality fully spread out here, but it looks like they're going to head together towards the C site. And Dim Sum actually rotating off the C site. This is a great call here by Correct Mentality to advance onto C site where no Dim Sum players are, but it looks like Dim Sum Cypher is going to come back towards here. And FBSQ unable to connect, but he does find Benny.
Slide.
TP. Beginner finds one, Beginner finds two, and now backs off as Eric uses the glow vault. Akio now here holding for a potential Core Vault push. But with the op, FBS is able to get it. Cypher ult pop from Krug Mentality, but I'm not sure how much value does he even get as there's still 4 players alive from Dim Sum. But, ooh, Cassidy almost pulling off the impossible, but Dim Sum clean it up and collect their 4th.
You saw the vision. You saw the vision. The angle was fantastic. The shots, the initials were great too, but the trades too good from Dim Sum over and over again. Just precision with their retakes. No, their drills on what angle's being watched, and it's just proving in dividends. One thing I will mention, look at the ult front across both teams right now. Wouldn't be surprised if we did see some kind of ult entry from Krug if they're going in a half buy here, but more so for Dim Sum looking to extend that league. They've got so many aggressive ults currently.
Yeah, they got the Sova ult, and for Dim Sum, yeah, we'll see if they can deny the plant with the Sova ult.
Omen TP for info as well, another one I was thinking. Maybe get aggressive with the Blade Storm. Options galore. And it might be defense, but just to catch them off guard. They're playing passive though to start things.
Operator on top B again. Krug Mentality, once again, taking it slow. But beginner with a judge. If he isn't cleared out properly with util, he could get huge value out of this. And here comes Eric, just none the wiser, runs into the judge. And that's probably going to result in Krug Mentality speeding up a little bit here towards A. But they are going to get spotted by the drone from Superfat BB. And that's probably going to pull a rotate over from Dim Sum. Well, they are not moving. And Krug Mentality are just going to keep bunkering down on this A-side idea.
Look at this presence. There's 4 of them.
Yeah, but Akio with a nice shot to take down Cassidy, and that's going to make it really hard for Krug Mentality to win this round, as now it's a 5v3 for Dim Sum. Here comes the op from FBS rotating onto A, and if Krug Mentality can't get out in time, that op is going to get a lot of value. The op is now on the line, but he gets smoked off. Sailor now works up, finds Superfat BB.
One.
And finds Akio, and Akira just comes out and takes down the op of FBS, and now all of a sudden, what looked like a promising position for Dim Sum has turned into a disaster.
Oh no!
But beginner on the flank. As gets Sailor's watching it. That is good awareness by Sailor, and I thought that was round in the bag for Dim Sum, but Krug Mentality.
Let's talk about that real quick. I think it was the sewers crunch. There was a dominance present at long. There was 2 or 3 players long. I believe there was 1 sewers. The player sewers, I'd love to go back and see who that was. I can't off the top of my head. An amazing trigger discipline play. Took their time, baited the push long, and was able to trade from sewers to get 2. I'm in shock. I think Dim Sum, they'll be in shock as well. Their economy is shell-shocked.
Yeah,
Look at the money.
They can't find op anymore. Now Benny on the other side is picked up and attacking op. But FPS ADN here with the knives. Oh, breaks the Cypher Camp himself. But Akio able to survive with 5 HP and FPS as well. And this is now Dim Sum all of a sudden looking to reverse their fortunes as FBSQ now holding down. FPS gets another one.
Oh, this is...
Q now.
They had 1 Vandal. That was it.
Yeah.
1 Vandal.
5v2 now here for Dim Sum. Because ADN is in such a good position. It's the ADN show this round. As Sailor now all alone in Garage, getting pinched from every which side. Clone coming at him. He's not going to shoot that. He's smart enough, but it looks like he's just got nowhere to go here. Dart coming in, doesn't spot him, but it removes the angles that he could be in. But Q is not quite aware, but is able to take out Sailor eventually.
Dim Sum. Dim Sum. Top.
That was an ADN round. That was all him.
1 Vandal, a Blade Storm, and they get, I think, 2 or 3 picks pushing out of sewers, literally up a hill. That is like the opposite of easy. That's such an extremely difficult play to make happen. I don't want to say a mental boot move for KM, but that's going to hurt. They knew they didn't have much to invest there.
Yeah, for sure. Once again, it looks like it's Sova and Jet, and now Yoru for the side of Dim Sum, starting out towards A-Long, potentially looking for an aggressive fight here, maybe.
So many ults.
Out comes Dart. But it looks like 5 players of Krug Mentality grouped around C, and looks like it's going to be a straight C-side exit here for Krug Mentality. Yoru TP sent in. TP to back the site. Benny gets killed by Q, but quick trades incoming, and now all of a sudden it's a 3v3. Kazati getting the plant down. Sailor now droning out from default box, but it's Akio returning with the dimensional drift, is going to probably spot all 3 players on site. ADN now working out with the op. He's going to get caught up by Eric, but it's just down to Eric now, and the flash from Akio is just too good. And Dim Sum up to 6 on Haven defense side, which is pretty good.
That's really good. Again, confidence is key, and they have the key. They make the padlock, and they've got unlimited keys. Just time and time again, impressing me. I've seen Dim Sum, I believe, and some of these players played before. We spoke about sort of some of the history that you have with the players of the server currently too. It's a community that's been growing over the past few years, and just seeing their skill, like Akko make some really good plays here today, and just the synergy. You could tell these players, it's not their first rodeo. It's not their first rodeo, is it?
Definitely not. We got some experienced players here, and ADN once again picking up the op, but it's starting short, but there's no players from Correct Mentality short. Instead, it just looks like another straight C exec.
So fast.
Trips are shock darted. Neon and Yoru barging into sight, but 3 players of Dim Sum here, and all of a sudden, but Correct Mentality just went out the fights, and they have a 3v2 on site. And they have, and Creek Mentality also have the Silver Ult to play post with, so it's been real tough here as Super Fat BB drones back in. But Eric is able to just get behind them, and this could be disastrous for Dim Sum.
And drone.
As Super Fat is unaware. FPS, though, will watch the angle now, but he's got so many other angles to watch. Has to remove the cam. One way plopped up on CT, but there's 2 players long. This is going to be so hard for FPS ADN to make a win out of this.
Yeah.
Gets tagged by the drone, and Eric cleans him up.
That's that difficulty level. Maybe you haven't engaged before. You see it in that single player. I'm going to go for extra hard, and boom, you just get one tap. It's exactly what's going to happen in that start. FPS just back against the wall, and there's a semi-truck coming your way. Not much to be said apart from just shoot from the hip and hope for the best. Dim Sum starting to, I don't want to say pither out a little bit, but keeping up that pace of retake is very difficult. And it seems as actually like KM, Croak Mentality, they're starting to play a lot more collectively on their execution.
And look at this, Dim Sum now trying to put 4 towards the C site, and Croak Mentality.
They've got the counter rate.
Go to A. Akio now solo on the A site, and it's the dimensional drift here from Croak Mentality that spots him out, and he's going to be forced to TP away.
Love these Yoru and Yoru battles.
Sayo now trying to get a hit with the Silvault, does not connect, but that is going to be the A site here for Croak Mentality, as the plant is going to come down shortly. Full 5 versus 5 retake here. Paranoia comes in, and Q catches a Curaval. Benny held taken down as beginner with the judge. Clovalt used by Eric though, but he's stuck on default, and he's going to be forced to peek into multiple players. Can Eric find anything? No, he cannot, as Q takes him out, and it's 7 to 4 for Dim Sum.
The Dim Sum dunk on retake, they have been the most impressive team I've ever seen. All the teams yet by any means, but in the past couple of days their retakes are just something I'm in awe of. Take a note for those that are watching. Really, it makes sense, and I think it makes sense with the timing of the trades, the utility, and taking nothing away from Krug. They have had some good executes to kind of start to end, and this is the last round of this first half, which I do believe is could be very important for that next shift of how we feeling when we go into that second half. Is it going to be close to even, or the 8-4? It just doesn't feel good to be in an 8-4 situation.
Looks like AD&N posted up in a garage with the rifle. Super Fat BB once again holding A site by himself, and Curaval exposed a little too much his body as ADN has walked up with the dash. Sailor, the timing as ADN just doesn't quite see him. Will ADN keep flanking, or will he not? Will this continue pressure towards A?
That timing is crazy.
ADN, Super Fat BB again with another kill as ADN spots Benny, takes him down, and Sailor, what a push out from ADN. And now it's just one member remaining. Mentality, Kazati is going to fall as well.
Continued clinic from Dim Sum, closing out that first half. A flawless defender side is going to be theirs. How's that second half going to be looking? How are they going to look
for Dim Sum?
It is. If you can play defender side like that, and we did mention this is slightly attacker sided when it comes to Haven. You have a bit more advantage of the 3 sites to execute. The defenders have difficulty being forced to retake constantly. Dim Sum, no struggle. We saw the ultimate removed from Krug Mentality as well. They didn't have a chance to get online that last round. And I wonder, Dim Sum going to keep up that that fast boom, boom, boom kind of pace, or are they going to start to slow it down to a bit more of a crawl and just kind of switch things up and get in the heads of Krug mentality?
Yeah, looks like Super Fat BB here is going to dart short instantly.
There they are.
Akio now working up short. Kiraval posted up on top of the box. And it now looks like Krug or Dim Sum are going to work towards the C site. Kazati is found out by Super Fat BB. What a shot from Super Fat BB.
Spike planted.
Super Fat BB again gets the plant and another kill. Super Fat BB is doing everything for his team. As Aiden now gets taken out by Eric. Super Fat BB holding down on the post plant, gets stunned. But stun is cosmetic and he's able to take in Super Fat BB again with a 4K, and Akio cleans it up. That was, what a round from Super Fat BB.
Or for both times, man. Goes, back and forth, down to the one-on-one, and Dim Sum pulling through just in the nick of time. That's put the hairs in their chinny chin chin.
Yeah.
So close, and for Krug, oh, so close yet so far. Unlucky.
Yeah, I mean, Super Fat BB definitely has to be the MVP of that round. Getting the opening kill, planting the bomb, and instantly getting another kill, and then killing Neon after being full stun. That was amazing for Super Fat BB.
Cutting through.
Akio now here puts his TP and looks like he's gonna start with the mid walk up towards garage with his teammates.
Akio.
Eric, uncharacteristic outlaw miss, and instantly off that, Aiden's gonna dash up on top of B, and the B site is now there. That for Dim Sum. Sailor now waiting.
Spike planted.
Kaz seems like you can get cheeky.
Q gets one.
Peek out the
Kazati is able to
smoke.
get a classic right click and
Gets
find Super
two.
Fat BBB again, but Beginner with the Stinger is able to trade and secure the round for Dim Sum.
Getting the upgrades too. That was the false, that last ditch effort from Krug, just trying to stop the momentum train that is going to be Dim Sum. Now, money is invested.
Two outlaws on the side of Dim Sum here.
They're trying just to keep him at bay. They're trying to keep him at bay, keep that sort of long distance of Guardian offering that maximized potential at the long range as well. Maybe a pick on C, and as you can see, they are posturing towards C, as it will be for one of those outlaws.
Yeah, outlaw posted up here on C long from Aiden. Sailor now able to grab the orb on A long. It looks like Dim Sum are scaling up different sides here. Akio making some noise, Garage trying to break that cipher trip, but the drone comes up. Belong from Super Fat BB as Benny has found Beginner. And now it's a 4v5 situation for Dim Sum. Can they recollect themselves and find the round? And is Aiden going to check the close left cubby? He is aware and takes down Eric. That is a good punish on Eric. And now he's looking to maybe fake a dash onto the B site. But it looks like the players on Correct Mentality are not moving. Super Fat BB with the dart in hand, ready to go for Akio to come in. Flash comes in, TP in. Not yet.
Cage triggered.
Cage activated from Kazati. Super Fat BB
Big
the plant, but he's
moment
going to be
here.
aware of Kazati right on the doorstep to take. But the trade is immediate, and that is huge. That is still very good for
30
Dim Sum.
seconds left.
As they are able to first on site. Aiden with the outlaw dealing heavy damage, taking down Akira Vel. And now it's all down to Sailor. One way in his face, and very well played from FBS Aiden.
Yeah, Aiden taking it to him there with the Outlaw, showing that the Outlaw can be used like that Marshall, can get up close and personal, up in their face, tactical timeout happening, and yeah, not really surprising, is it really? Krug just saying, listen, let's just take a moment, let's assess where the weakness in our line is, and I'll just outline it currently. It is the speed of trades. You've said it a bunch as well, and to put it as simple gets within this 50 seconds, they have to be more efficient on their trades. They have to play more patiently for those retakes. Exactly what Dim Sum are doing, Krug currently aren't. I think it's as black and white as that. If you don't keep up with the pace of those trades, or you don't take a step back to play the retakes a little bit slower, you're just going to get mowed down, and that's the current .exe experience that Krug are going through.
Yeah, we'll see coming out of this timeout if Correct Mentality can find some solutions to their problems. and bring this game back to a more competitive standpoint.
They've had some good efforts. They've had some good takes of sight for the T side when they've sort of blasted on there and got the bomb down. I know they have that oomph. We just need to see it consistently going through these next couple rounds, or the curtains are going to be drawn GG on Haven. Especially defender side to end out your half two, even more of a vertical limit up the treadmill kind of moment.
Looks like for Dim Sum, they're going to start towards mid here, as Aiden has the outlaw in hand. Shockdart coming in to break the trip, and it does. But correct mentality, being proactive. The Neon goes to break the trip, but ADN through the smoke.
Aiden, man, yeah,
Aiden, yeah.
Deadly.
Nice shot. Kazati now looking for some kind of response. Isn't quite able to find the spray down on Super Fat BB, but they're all just walking up exposed, and Kazati now forced back with the util from Dim Sum. Benny back at the site, trying to make a play out of this. But there's just so many enemies swinging him. Beginner able to take Benny down. And now a 5v3 for Dim Sum. It is looking tough for Kukumata, but the shock dart for Sailor does not miss, landing a kill on Super Fat BB, but the plant is still able to go down. Eric now with the judge, gonna try and come out. It is gonna be hard as Beginner is on the, but Sailor with the Ares once again, and Eric. All of a sudden, Krug mentality have a chance as Kazati. It's down to Aiden with, and he's got an outlaw. This is not the optimal weapon for the situation, as Eric with the Ares, which is the optimal weapon for that situation, is able to get Krug mentality up to 5.
Firstly, unlucky for Aiden. He's been a demon with the up. My bad is the outlaw, but he's treated like an up. Constantly treating that out like an up, and it's like sort of the budget version. But to boot with that, a great work from Krug mentality. Played it tighter once they had the site, and forced some mistakes to come in from Dim Sum. That's exactly what we were talking about in the tactical, and hopefully exactly what they were mentioning as well. Okay, guys, let's tighten up the ship a little bit. Let's play those closer trades, and let's just not force to give them those ones. Don't give them ones. No, you hear that yelled in ranked all the time. No giving ones here. Take a moment, take a beat.
Cypher cam instantly. Now, and the Sova ult being used potentially a little too early there.
All of them.
And Dim Sum just out onto the C site, and looks like Krug mentality are going to look for flanks here as Aiden finds Sailor. 2 players flanking from Krug mentality. That is going to be their wing condition, and Dim Sum instead looking to fight towards CT and flip the map.
Oh, super
fat. BB's been on one today. Kazati, though, is able to take out Aiden, and all of a sudden, Krug mentality are in a position where they have a chance to win this round. It is planted for CT, though, and 3 players of Dim Sum are there.
This is a brutal post. 2 on
Hunter's
1.
Fury coming in, 2 versus 1, and Beginner gets Dim Sum up to match point.
Something that I'm going to note here that maybe you can't hear, but it's good to kind of give you immersed in that experience of being at a LAN. You will hear the players on Dim Sum. They've been very respectful because still in the early days of this LAN, but just, yes, there's some silent, there's those hypes that you hear on the team. You hear that teammate next to you. I can't see it, but I'm sure there's going to be fist bumps as well. That is a difference maker for a team synergy, is getting each other hyped on LAN. There's nothing like it. There really isn't. Same for casting too. You just have that energy. You could feed off each other, and the energy is not right now with Krug mentality. You've got Sheriffs, I think a Stinger, maybe like 1 Bulldog. It's a sketchy buy.
He now gets scanned by the dart, working up A long. And Eric just interesting, not sure, just pushing up with some support of his teammates, but now Aiden does land the knives in the end, and now Krug mentality with only 2 players remaining. Super fat PB with the plan, and this is going to be looking tough as the blind comes in.
Oh, the timing.
Aiden gets Kazati, and it's just Benny remaining for the side of Krug mentality, and Akio does spot him, but Benny with the shots. Still a chance here as Beginner does a crazy TP, but the bait was enough as Aiden finishes it up. And
Blades are sharp. Blades are real sharp from FPS Aiden and crew on Dim Sum. Convincing win for Haven, and I'm super excited what we're going to have for the rest of this tournament as well. But play the game. This was a really good retake. This is the retake we were just talking about. They did the pincer from long. They did the pincer from Sur at the same time, and it just made it happen. Seeing a couple of highlight moments here. Awesome. Good shots from Aiden. I remember you mentioned that as it happened too.
Yeah, very good game here from Dim Sum as they continue on in this LAN tournament. I'm excited to see them as they look really good on that Haven.
Love seeing this as well from production. Thanks for slapping this together. Got to enjoy a few more replays to talk about. It'd be good to see it yesterday, and here it is indeed. Dim Sum is a Dim Sum show. I'm wondering if that's going to be a favorite. I don't want to sort of call that too early, but you can't ignore talent when you see it, and they seem to be a talent-studded, talent-wealthy roster.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, we've got plenty more VALORANT coming your way. First of all, thanks to Solaris and DrunkDeer for helping make the Sunset VALORANT series happen. We've had some of the Sunset series we had to smash on, I believe, happen quite recently as well, but just here for the Val today. Coming up, we've got the rest of the entire group stage. I believe it's best of threes, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Yeah, I did see the counter at the bottom. I
sure,
can just check with production.
yeah.
I believe it may be, and if that's the case, this is going to get really, really competitive. You know what? I'm going to check right now. It is best of ones. I'm going to go back on that.
I believe the finals would be
best of threes. I was confused with formats. There's so many different formats. I'm going to blame it on the Esports World Cup. That's what I'm going to blame it on, because the formats were bonkers there. And if you haven't seen that, pretty interesting story what happened with the Esports World Cup. Regardless, best of ones. In that case, Dim Sum, knockout, KO. They just they took Haven by storm, and that's one in the bag for them.
Yep.
So for the next games, not sure who will be coming up momentarily, and it does say best of one on my screen. I just got excited and thought it was more, so that's okay, no problem. It happens. It happens. But we'll take a short little break here, and I do believe we'll be back with plenty more VALORANT coming your way in just a few ticks. See you soon. What's up? Welcome back. It's the VALORANT Sunset Series day number 2 of 3 is the group stages, baby. And just had the one best of one been and gone for the playoffs, or to put a team a further step towards the playoffs, and that's Dim Sum taking out Krug Mentality in a very, very convincing fashion. I talked to sort of my analysis of it, but what was your biggest takeaway from watching Dim Sum versus Krug? Like, what's something Krug could do better going into this next game we're going to have here?
I think just everything. I think
Fair enough,
when
man.
you get taken out 13-5, it's like not much is really going right?
It's an all-round.
I think, yeah, it's an all-around. I think we'll see maybe it's a different map. We'll see if maybe they have some different ideas on how to play a different map. I think that's pretty much it. 13-5, like, I think
Speaks for
everything,
itself.
like retakes, executes,
trades.
post plans, trading, your defaulting ideas. I think everything just needs to take a step up for them to. But, you know, we'll see how their opponent plays as well.
Yes, I love that analysis, and I agree. Just to add sort of the cherry on the cake for that, it's just to add a bit more finesse, a bit more style with what they're playing, or creativity. If they used a bit more of that and kind of into their recipe, it would be something that stands out, that shines, and we're already straight into the map. I love this. Dim Sum taking on Krug Mentality, as mentioned in this best of one for the groups. Plays of the game will be funded too by production as well. Thank you to Matt and the crew. Love them, and wouldn't change it for the world. They're fantastic, doing some really good work behind the scenes for this game. Dim Sum already a game in the bag for the groups. They're going to be feeling confident going into this next one.
Yeah, once again, Dim Sum running with the
Oh,
Ghost
excuse
of
me,
Fash.
forgive me, sorry. We'll take it back. The Ghost of Fat Josh versus Krug Mentality. Always get bamboozled by it when that happens. My mind knows, but it doesn't work
So
out.
it's, yeah, Krug Mentality. Looks like they're running the double duelist again. Jet Neon,
Okay.
not something you really see on Bind.
Jet Neon, Sky Brim, and the Cypher. The Ghost of Fat Josh. Cypher Rays, Fade, Yoru, and a Brim. No smokes from the dead in this game, going the old school smoke style, straight through the smoke, through the fire and the flames. Euphoric takes out one, takes out the Neon to start things off. A second one coming in from Icarus, 5-on-3. All duelists removed by one to light. That's going to be the Jet. The Jet Sky Brim. 3 players stacked in Hookah. They don't give a damn. They're jumping straight out. They're not clearing. They're under. Sailor trying to go under and over. Only able to grab one. All down to the 4-on-1. It's a Krug Mentality. In an awkward position here. Able to pick up one will be Kaz, but Icarus. Icarus not to fall. Icarus to prevail. And going forward into round number 2. What we're seeing so far from Krug?
That's just a fundamentally very good round from the Ghost of Fat Josh. Starting on by making some noise showers, getting that pick, and then pivoting towards the strong B-side execute out of Hookah with that the Ray Satchels. I think that was very well played by Icarus. Just get out deep on the site and just make that space for his teammates.
Yeah, man, keep it simple. Doesn't need to be a rocket scientist. Playing patiently off the executions, and bish bash bosh, and we're off. Off to the races. Krug Mentality looking to turn things round in this rat race of the group stages. Fade gets the Prowler coming out through short, trying to get a bit more info, but Grok just boom, takes out Benny. A defender down, and they're trying to just pave the floor as they run into town, run into sight. Takes out one, is going to be Icarus, just switched on, fantastic flick. Doesn't matter what Krug do. The trade comes through for the likes of Ghost. Tense at backside, a flick, another one coming in from Icarus. Trying to stop someone attempting to defuse, it will be Grox as well. And 4 players to just run on through sight. A really convincing push from Ghost.
Yeah, I think that Bucky A short was what Krug Mentality were hoping for to be the win condition of that round. If they were able to get one, but unfortunately they hit the Yoru clone, and that really made it really tough. And that just A side opened up for the Ghost of Fat Josh, and the better weaponry prevailed.
I'm actually a massive fan. I was a fan of Yoru before he was big. People were like, what are you doing choosing Yoru? He's coming through, I think, more in the metas now. And we talked sort of the partnerships. We don't see a Neon Yoru this round, but just the decoy alone can do horrendous things to a Cypher setup and to a team's belief of what's happening. The cam up at A short. Some info trying to be grabbed by the Ghost of Fat Josh, trying to get an idea of what's going on. Smokes come down. Everock just trying to hold strong within the tube, able to pick up a frag. Does get a ping off the cam too. Grox to trade out Sky. 4-on-4. Plenty to do. No spike down. Everock just standing so firm in that tube. I'm not going to budge, he says. Gets sprayed through the smoke, gets unlucky as it will. For the frag that takes him down, it's the 3-on-2. Krug mentality. Taking it a bit slower this round, not overcommitting, not overheating.
Interesting TB there from your Euphoric.
Last player standing.
Great con, Benny dominating swing, and yeah, I agree that Yoru TP had so much potential.
30 seconds left.
Doing something different, all down to a solo Grox. 2 rounds in the bag, 3 players alive on the opposing team for him to take out, to move on forward, to be the champ, to write home and tell people about the play. Great frag on elbow, takes out the fellow Brim. Or the opposing Brim, I should say, but just slow plays by Krug. They weren't overthinking it. Simple mixes makes it work.
A good finishing setup there with Benny swinging off contact to secure the round.
Not over swinging, not getting too overexcited, just playing things picture perfect, Benny. Loving that positional change, using, I think, one of the most effective, or the biggest passive, and the only passive ability in the game is Jet's Glide. So OP, you know, many people use it though, even at a high level. Shocking that, but this going to be used. Benny trying to get the advantage any way possible up on tippity top boxes on A side. Oh, Orbital Strike just being thrown down. Stim being used by Krug mentality, trying to pull those players back, harness them in, just work like a unit. Sailor, boom, takes an early frag, takes out an early lurker. 5-on-4. And ults on the table just yet, just slow, methodical plays after that first pick. Krug not needing to overswing, waiting for an enemy to take that swing. Oh, so unlucky for a kid. Benny just can't miss this game, can he? Takes out 2 before it's going to be a collect coming in from Stoostar. He's down to the 1-on-1. What on earth happened? What a travesty.
Hey, Sailor's already here.
Are they going to get the timing? No, they will get the timing.
Here. Nice try from Stu, though.
Good read on that. Just seeing Sailor coming through in the last minute. I got tunneled, and I think, as did the likes of Stoostar. What a collapse. A little bit of luck thrown into the mix as well, but that's what it takes. Right place, right time. That round could have gone either way.
Yeah, Stoostar with a big 3 to even it out and came so close, but unfortunately Sailor hadn't fully rotated over to the A side, so Sailor was able to beat Stu back towards A. Looks like an eco here for the Ghost of Fat Josh as they're going to try and do some damage and maybe win the round, but Benny with the heavy weaponry, the operator on the line end right away.
Just like that. Takes out 1. Oh, so close to getting that second flick, but is that going to be Icarus to get that first pick coming in for the Ghost? 4-on-3, the trade out comes in. A lot of damage inflicted for Krug on their 4th play. That's going to go back for the heal. That advantage of having the Sky. Players are going to be in sight here for Ghost. Not sure if they know exactly where they are. They've got a presence. They know one is close to shells. They know one's going to be close to default. Spike's going to go down. Stoostar's tough position here.
Yeah. In fact, I'm telling you, waiting for their Cypher to rotate over before they start this retake is Stu throwing out that eye to delay a bit.
Oh, fantastic shot from Benny. Flies in with the blades. The Storm of Blades just in a flurry over by Sailor's dome. 3-on-1. The bomb, the spike is going to be defused, and the swing coming in from Kazuli. It's 3-2, and Krug looking a lot better posture than we saw last game.
Yeah, I think a bit of an over peak there in U-Haul is caught out with the operator, and that allowed the Krug mentality to much easily get back into the A site with that.
Yeah, Ghost a little bit overexcited when that retake started to happen. That's a good analysis, actually. Things going a very different way if those played it a tiny bit slower.
Yeah.
But it's going to happen in the speed, the flurry, the fast and the furious game that is Valorant. Little quick push coming up over to Hookah. It is going to be trying to get that quick pick over at Showers. Gets info of 1, but not going to get the job done. Inflicts a little bit of chip damage. It's going to be Errol takes out the decoy. I've talked about the power of that decoy. I know 1's going to be in sight. The judge is going to be in sight as well. The judge and the jury slamming down the hammer. Order in my sight as a 4-on-3. Sailor just dominating this game. Love seeing it. Clutch situations, mid-game, mid-round situations as well.
Last player standing.
All down to one player. Stusa taking out on that flank. It's a 4 versus 1. He's right to take one down with them.
Eric with that judge holding
Demon.
it down. Yeah. The judge is so strong in such a close range position like that, you know. Now, Correct Mentality able to bring up the operator again into the next round with Benny. Let's see where he's posts his op up.
Ghosts were doing very well with their econ management, regardless of the back and forth nature we've seen from this game. But right now, economy shambles. Purchase not looking good. 3 sheriffs, 2 vandals. We did see, I want to say like a magic trick from Dim Sum last game. 1 vandal and a blade storm able to create a win. Anything is
Yeah,
possible.
all it takes is one engagement where you get a 5v4 or a 5v3, and all of a sudden you can slow it down and win the round.
All they need. That's what the Ghosts are looking to do.
Twitch. Akira Val's played this angle so many times, and
Yes, get
they are
predictable.
aware of it. Yeah.
If you're aware of it, as the players are as well, getting a fantastic read. A little bit of complacency of, okay, well, I've won this chow many a time, I'm going to go back for it. It's a duelist mindset. We've been there. I've been there. Want to go back to the drawing board for next round with Benny trying to make up for that lost player over at Showers. Phantom recovers. That's 3 rifles for the likes of Ghost now. Purse, just trying to peel back the corner, the envelope of hookah, seals it
It's
back
like
down.
potentially an ace split on the cards here. So it goes to Fat Josh.
Massive info. It's going to be 3 on 2 on the sense of the setup. 3 coming in through main, couple coming in through Showers. Are going to see the drop of the fade ult as well. Benny trying to get something done from heaven, going to get tethered and feel a little bit weathered to fall off back through that smoke. Doesn't have the confidence to push on through. Gets smoked again as well, and things not looking good for Benny. Getting isolated. Everock's going to get a pick on the flank, brings it down to the 3 on 3. This could spell out the first letter of victory. We need to see a lot more than we need to see some more of the team if this is going to be something they can make things work. Pick coming in from Benny. Finally not isolated from heaven, and just all that util being thrown at them. The kitchen sink takes out another frag. It is going to be a fantastic retake from King Krug Mentality. Wow, 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 wow.
Another retake win for Krug Mentality.
I'm really shocked. This is exactly what was missing in that first game. You need to be disciplined. You need to take a step back. I'm not sure if it's listening to the cast or if it's them just sort of having a self-reflection in between games, but it seems like the wounds they were just licking and trying to heal up from that first game, it's gone. They're looking really, really strong and just a united front in this second game. Purchases across the board. I do see an up in Benny's hand still as well. Really good upper. I think props to Ghost. They did a very good job at isolating him in heaven there and not getting him much of a chance to be involved. He's going to try and get involved right away here though. Goes for the early pick, goes back for seconds. Benny's getting taken out. It's going to be Akraval taken out as well. Over aggression punished.
Yeah, that repeak with the op was ambitious, and looks like Krug Mentality are going to suffer from that decision as it's now just Eric in a 1v4.
Spike planted.
I respect the double swing from Akraval as well as duelists. No one peeks alone. Swing comes in, takes out one, pretending to be, I believe, going to pretend to be the decoy.
I think it was a fake blown there, yeah.
Trying to be the fake out, but I see your game. I see what you're trying to pull at me. Not this time. Love the thought, though. Hey, man, it happened in a major not so long back. It did happen in VCT.
Yeah,
there was a decoy that worked, so if it can happen there, it can happen anywhere.
They do work time and time again sometimes when people don't expect it.
Like that. Condition to the fake out. It's not a fake out, it's me, but the outplay.
Looks like Krug Mentality able to scrap together a buy with 3 rifles, and that Bucky with, you know, on bind defense side is still pretty potent.
Very potent is right. Potent poison in the right hands.
Again, Akira Val playing this angled in Showers, but falls back a bit now.
Oh, the swing Benny. So precise. I'd love to see his headshot percentage. So good. So damn good. Slicing and dicing the heads. Benny back at it again with another banging shot. Takes out the third as well. Potentially going for the fourth. Benny! Here for the the chance for the crowd, and I'll give him one as well. 6-3, the Benny round.
That was the Benny show that round. That was the Benny show.
Benny boy, tap, tap, tap. Taparoo takes out one, and a 2 and a 3. Beautiful.
Now it looks like it goes to Fat Josh that's having to scrap together by with only 2, maybe 3 rifles here. They do get the rifle onto the Cypher. As looks like they're going to go make a play for the Result here as Icarus
Nice,
is just
good
one
read.
off. He's going to pick up the Bucky, and it does look like that is the thing. It looks like the Ghost of Fat Josh are going to start towards Showers here to fight for that Showers orb.
Do you see a couple of ultimates in the hands of Krug Mentality as well? Chris, you're right. Ultimate, accessible, available. Rock gets the pre-fire spray, able to pick up 2.
Not going to get to use the Result.
Showstopper, able to be equipped. So unlucky. I mean, great swing coming in from Erok. Confidence is looking so good. That TP going a bit amiss. A 4-piece coming in from Erok, and he's rocking his socks off, rocking the opponent's socks. What looked like a bit of a misplay from
Yeah,
Ghost.
that was unfortunate for the Ghost of Fat Josh. I think they were really going for that showstopper to try and open up the round for them, but unfortunately, just gets caught before he can use it.
Still available though. It wasn't one of those Rosa moments where you're like, I didn't get to use my ult, and that's the worst feeling as a Raze, where you want to break things. You're like, why did my ult engage and I didn't use it? It still happens.
Yeah, 7-5 possible, still possible for the Ghost of Fat Josh. They do have both the Brimble and the Raze ult to work with this round.
Yeah,
let's see if they can cook something up. Looks like they're headed towards Hookah.
Looking like they're that perfect pairing, the muffin with that morning coffee, just to give you that jolt, that perfect start to the morning, but to the retake, or to the take, I should say. I wonder if they're going to be able to use it, or they're not. E-Rock doing E-Rock things. E-Rock's everywhere. He's here, he's there, he's absolutely everywhere. A demon! He doesn't care that he gets fragged after that. A 4-piece back-to-back coming in for your Sentinel. Does it get better than that? I don't think so.
Wow, back-to-back rounds where Eric was just phenomenal.
Just eyes closed, mouse one held down, just hitting every single shot. I think the majority were headshots, if not all of them. Wowzers, man. Over and out from Krug Mentality, and just waving to the Ghost of Fat Josh. Ghost of Fat Josh still have a forgivable moment, something they can do to embark on that comeback. It starts with this last round of the first half. Couple of ults still online. You mentioned the showstopper orbital strike pairing. Now's the time.
Definitely. But Benny with the operator.
Oh, orbital strike down.
Spike down A.
Benny, Blade Storm. Try to get a blade out. Doesn't matter. Lagerfeld's pulled out a 3-piece of the Odin. Euphoric, trying to get something Euphoric going for this last round. Trying to feel good, but it's going to be a feels bad moment. Benny finishing things up with the blades, and the Storm is looking to be going the Ghost of Fat Josh's way.
Yeah, 9-3 half for Krug Mentality. And it looks like as they move over onto the attack, can they close this out quickly, or will the Ghost of Fat Josh bring it back?
It's always so tough in these best of one scenarios to see what a team has. Some players you've seen, some players you haven't. I have seen Benny play. I think a lot of people have in this this esports, university esports community. But E-Rock too, such a strong performance. It seems like, I want to say like a Krug Mentality, they're online now. They weren't online that first game. They are very much switched online permanently now, and it's hard to knock them off of that pedestal. The Ghost have everything to do in this pistol round, and the time is most certainly right here, right now. Looking like we've got a long play coming in from Krug. The full send, the Neon Slide comes in.
Frenzy is so good in that situation.
Oh. Purse gets a trade. The Frenzy was brutal, getting that entry over at Octagon, over at Long. Benny trying to bang out some shots with the Deeg. The frowned upon purchase of that Sheriff in the first round. E-Rock does able to get a quick flank too, just omnipresent across the map. Benny's in defender spawn, just playing games, mind games with the Ghost of Fat Josh. A 3-piece of the pistol. The Sheriff takes a 1-2 and a 3, and it could be the tap out of the 1-2-3. That was a very, very quintessential crucial round for the Ghost.
Yeah, I think the Sheriffs are just so strong on pistol round. Even though you have less utility, just the ability to 2-tap enemies without armor, and it just makes you feel so much more confident, I think, when you're taking those fights, and paid off for Krug Mentality there.
17-5 for Benny. It's 15 and 8 for Eric, man. That's big numbers being put up, and it's continuing with the headshots too coming in from Benny. The accuracy, the precision, it doesn't stop. It's relentless. Euphoric, pushing up very, very aggressively. I don't agree with this. I love this, actually.
Run to the Cypher chip.
Oh, Purse. Aware. Eyes in the back of their head.
Now he killed Eric, so that Cypher chip is down. They may not be aware of the flank.
Very big comm. Paint shells coming in strong.
Kind of the wrong things happen to Creek Mentality. They're Cypher dying, so they lose trips early. And then it's the Sky that actually takes the damage. Can't heal himself.
No heal. No bueno. Saw the heal go out, healed the others, but the selfless heal. Some say not an appeal of Sky, but Sky begs to differ. I can entry, maybe not in this scenario, full blind. Is it a 3-on-2, a 2-on-1? It's all down to Euphoric. A deagle in hand, no utility.
Doesn't look like Creek Mentality are aware though.
Timing, positioning is key, and aim, baby. It's all about the aim. The one tap, the two tap, Euphoric. Doing brilliant, masterful things from Octagon.
Yeah, those Cypher trips going down early just gave Euphoric so much space to continue to stay in those back lines and wait for his perfect moment where he came back and actually hit some really nice shots at the end too. But
good comms on that trip, man. They gave the fist bump, and that's something I hope they're doing as well. That is such a big brain move to read that, hey, the trips are down, take your time, get that wraparound flank, and it pays in dividends. It pays out the max cash pot.
Yeah, hopefully. I like to see Creek Mentality be maybe a little bit more aware of the flanks now, as they've been flanked on a couple times.
Great paint shells. Actually just being evaded, but good intent coming in from Icarus. Icarus had a very loud start, hasn't needed to do much because of Benny. Speaking of that.
Euphoric though.
Timing is oh boy. Ooh. Had a bit of hesitation. Hesitation does get you fragged in the world of war. The trade, desperation coming in from Stus, I understand. Just trying to scramble back into this round. Purse to pick up one. It's down to the 4-on-1. So much to do for a lonely Cypher. 11 on the board for Krug.
Once again, the Benny show. This map has just been the Benny show. Benny's been absolutely killing it. 20-6 now on the scoreboard. And now, Ghost of Fat Josh on their last legs here. This is pretty much a must-win round, or they will go down 12-4.
They will, but looking at that, looking like they're not buying. Looking like they're saving for last, which...
Yeah, it's a questionable decision in my opinion, right? Like,
it's one of those
hard. You can't let the other team get up to 12 and then have a round where they can just save up all their ults and
I agree.
Win, essentially.
They're going to have the mental of 12 points, and they're going to have that just... ignorance and that arrogance of it, right? It's just not a good place to be. They'll start making erratic plays. Okay, Euphoric says, so what? We're going to do a lot of work with the Deagles. Purse getting slid on. Neon slide. Paying out very, very well. Akravel just sliding around to give him the blast. The zippity zap takes out 4. What a fantastic push at elbow.
Yeah. And Kiraval getting max value out of that Neon ult there. And now, full buy for both teams as it's the last leg for the Ghost of Fat Josh. Can they find their 5th round and keep themselves alive in this map?
I'd like to say yes, but one thing hurts my soul, and it's that we don't have enough for full armor. There's light armor for 4 of them. There is regen armor for another. Yeah. I'm a big fan of regen, but when it's your only option to have light, it does make a difference for those first chows.
Yeah, Krug Mentality are on Vandals though, so it hopefully won't make too much, if any, of a difference for the Ghost of Fat Josh.
3 players gone, and they don't care about the deficit of what they're up against. They're just going for broke. They're going for it all. Dimensional drift in action. Kazuli trying to run away. Good reposition coming in from Euphoric as well. Does get the pop flash out too. Not able to pick up Kazuli. Flying in with the shorty. Rox picks up a frag to trade into. It's a 3 versus 2. Make it a 3 versus 1 Sailor. Late to the party, bringing hopefully the action. No, able to pick up one, not able to pick up another. It's going to be Grox to pick up the triple. The bomb's going to be very, very close, but it is going to be locked in from the Ghost of Fat Josh. Krug Mentality not able to close things out. Ghost trying to put things together, trying to just take a sip of that herbal tea. Ursa, relax, get that mental reset, and embark on this comeback. What do we need to see more of from Ghost?
Yeah, 7 more rounds. They gotta just keep taking fights together and just, yeah, like it's basics, really. I think we haven't really seen many good ideas coming out of the Ghost of Fat Josh, I think, and hopefully we can see some better ideas going forward here.
Yeah, we mentioned that in that first half, just some more creativity. Thinking a bit more outside of the box.
Again.
Penny doesn't give you a chance. He doesn't give anyone a chance. He just says, I'm going to fly right in, you're going to overheat, and I'm going to cook you just like that. It's a 4 versus 3, all looking but done. I could have spoken too soon. Icarus. Have a look, the rotate. It's in full force. Gazuli just chilling in the TP with the Odin. Being the advanced KG tote, the Roomba comes in. The nade comes through. But are they going to know about Gazuli just holding on for that push through? It's 3 versus 1. The big rotate coming in here from Icarus. So much to do. This is match point here for them as well. The double swing comes in. Benny to close things out. The Benny show. Also known as Krug Mentality, taking this second game we've seen on stream for the second of the groups.
Yeah, once again, another 13-5 game, and where Krug Mentality kind of just dominated.
It was.
Like many of the rounds for the Ghost of Fat Josh were just kind of like little spurts here and there where they were able to grind out or eke out a couple rounds. And other than that, Krug Mentality with a really good showing, a good bounce back after their last game.
Very much. I was going to say, it's the complete opposite. You're seeing some clips here from Icarus. Got Benny, just precision. Also, Kiefer Stooster, really sick. There's a spray down there to get that fragged and clipped as well. But yeah, it was clinical from Krug Mentality. I'm using that word as sort of the top tier word this game, or this tournament. And we've seen some of that from Dim Sum. We've seen it from Krug Mentality. And Krug Mentality now feeling really, really locked in. Benny, so many headshots. Another clip here from Benny. Just great switching between the up and with the abilities as well. Great flick. Just seeing those over and over again. And the retakes, so hard to play against a player like Benny if they just keep giving you a headshot before you give you a chance to respond. Clip after clip, and it's fantastic for the Valorant Sunset series. I do believe you've got more group stage games coming your way in just a few moments in these best of ones. Best of ones so punishing, and so far, just to give you a recap, Krug Mentality, they are 1 for 1 in the tournament currently, and I can give you an update for Dim Sum. For the Ghost of Fat Josh, obviously lost the game here, but we'll give you some standing updates coming in very shortly too. Eric, great game for them too. Not to be slept on, not a duelist by any means, but still doing duelist-like actions. Lots of really good shots. That being said, I do believe we'll be taking a little break after this this replay session. We should be getting back to some more Valorant very shortly. Catch you in a bit.
Welcome back to the Sunset
Hello.
Series LAN Day 2. We got an exciting matchup coming up for you guys, and we were already in Agent Select, so let's get right to that. If
It's a
we can.
rematch as well, Crispy.
Oh, yeah.
It is a rematch. Let's not forget. This is going to be, we had Dim Sum versus Krug. That was the first group game we saw of the day. Dim Sum took it super convincingly. Like, wow, that's one side of the fair. Coming back from that, the lower bracket, you saw Krug. They actually were going through a game and they, I want to say, had a bit of close to a stop. With all due respect.
Yeah, they had a bit of a revival. And,
Yes.
definitely fought back and are looking to face Dim Sum again here. And once again, we're going to see Super Fat BB on the Sova. It's nice to see. And I do like some of these comps. We kind of got the Neon as a bit of the niche pick here, or otherwise it would be the default Ascent comp. It's kind of Neon replacing KO in a way.
You're right, very much so. You got the KG, standard stock staple for Ascent. Did see some ciphers yesterday though, so love seeing the KJ. I think it leaves a bit more, excuse me, sort of off-site control that you can do, and it's a great option for Ascent. I feel like it's one of the best
Yeah, for sure.
Sentinels. Chamber though, saying that, Chamber with the change of that trip distance, I think that's a big opening of the door for
Yeah,
some
I think it
more
is
players.
for good chain players. It gives them a chance to maybe shine on Ascent as well.
It does.
Yeah, here we go. First round beginning here. It looks like Dim Sum are starting out with their KJ lurking and starting the round towards Tiles and the rest of the team towards A. Here we got the alarm bot bottom mid for Krug mentality and that early turret to spot any B main presence on the side of Dim Sum. And it looks like it is going to be the Jet on the side of Krug mentality. Aiden against Sailor here. But Sailor isn't going to go for that early drone. Instead, Dim Sum work up mid as 3. Up cat, and now the drone comes out from Sailor, looking to crunch Aiden. If he does not, he is aware, I think, of the
Oh, what a one dig.
Sailor being caught off guard by a peek from Aiden, and now quickly Dim Sum switch towards the B site. Supervat BB though has walked up B main, and he has all of B main, which is huge. When Akio has caught Casualty, Akio now sprinting towards the B site. Plant coming in here for Krug mentality, but Superfat BB has all of B main, and this is going to be huge for the retake. They can retake from 3 different avenues. Eric, though, playing close to his smoke, looking to get the kill, but Akio takes him down. But
Beauty.
Benny again, but not quite able to close it out as Dim Sum with 2 alive still able to win out the retake.
Beginner, whoa, with a perfect flank there coming through. Perfect timing and locking things down will be Dim Sum. Deja vu moment for Krug mentality. Need to kind of break the curse of how things unfolded previously. Was a different map though. That was Haven. 3 sites. We've got the 2 as we are looking at the beautiful view from the island of Ascent. The floating piece of land. Still one of my favorites, man. I don't care what people say about Ascent. This one looking to be a bit of a burner for Krug mentality. Dim Sum's looking to run straight through.
Looks like once again mid is the maybe not, but Aiden with the Outlaw looking to do some damage here, and it gets Eric.
One and done, maybe.
Akio now in the Omen smoke. Again, Aiden looking for an Outlaw kill, but they are going to push him in. He's going to play in his smoke here with only 1 Outlaw bullet left, and Aiden gets Benny as well.
That's 2.
And now Akiraval on the A site looking to try and do some damage with the Stinger, the slide to take
great
out
slide.
Beginner, and but Q gets Casualty.
Down to 3-on-1.
And that's going to be all she wrote this round for Greek mentality as Dim Sum take their anti-eco. 2 players lost, but still fairly a good recovery of the weapons, as they still have an Outlaw, Bucky, and a Guardian. The Guardian being passed over to Aiden there. We'll see where Aiden wants to be aggressive here to start and open up the round for his team. Hopefully Akio as well with the Outlaw. I think that's going to be Dim Sum's biggest chance to try and convert their bonus.
A moment, opportunity to advance even further. Krug looking to get a notch into this
Looks like
game.
A main fast is going to be the decision here from Krug mentality, trying to burst out onto site. Neon Jet double entry. Door gets closed. And Eric here gets spotted by the drone. Super Fat BB narrowly avoiding the spam. Here come the shock darts to try and deal some damage on the planner. Q though. And Aiden falling. Beginner as well, but Akio comes back with the Outlaw to get 2, and now it's just Akira Val trying to do his best to try and get something, but the stun connects, and Q finishes him off.
Deadly stun, deadly retake, Dim Sum doing exactly what they did in that first game of the day on the stream. This is the last game of the stream here for day 2 of the Valorant Sunset series, and Dim Sum, they've got things to do this afternoon. They're looking to just blast through this game as it would appear, and nothing but, I want to say, close to perfection on these takes. Some trades are coming out from Krug, but same problems. It is deja vu. The trades, the entrance, the retakes from Dim Sum, they're just that little bit faster than the trades that Krug have been putting up.
Yeah, I think it's the earliest timeout we've seen so far this tournament, and I do like, at 3-0 down, you've lost your... It's the earliest timeout we've seen at this tournament so far, 3-0 down. I do like this, though, like, 3-0 down, you've lost your... with the other team's bonus round. There's definitely a lot of things to talk about. And
oh, yeah, so much.
Creek mentality on the attack side can maybe get a couple rounds to their name early here to swing the map back in their favor. Yeah,
just perhaps sort of strategizing and coming up with a Hail Mary play, and it is that kind of moment. It is the last of the day. You want to go out with a bang, and you want to send a message going forward into this future portion of the tournament. Hey, this is what I'm capable of, and also something for Krug. They want to get that revenge. They want to avenge their previous loss, and that's a big motivation for them to just do that sort of rally. I'd love to see a bit more of a mid-crunch. Benny's been taking so many challenges there. Punish that challenge. Smoke off cat, smoke off mid. Just put some pressure on a player and see if they will buckle. I'd love to see a bit more of that from KM.
All right, timeout is over. 4th round is about to be underway, and it looks like Creek mentality are going to lean towards tiles to start this round with their KJ maybe setting up for B main. That familiar turret that we like to see. Well, it's not actually a familiar turret. It's kind of... it's holding the B main choke. I guess it's kind of like the cross, but the drone comes up through B main, which the KJ follows. And Akio now in mid looking for kills, but Akiraval with the Bucky able to deal some serious damage, taking down Superhaven.
Akiraval taking a lot of space early. Dim Sum.
Q back to the B site, but Akio again now pops the ult, trying to look for some damage. Takes down Benny, but gets traded out by Akiraval. 3v2 situation now for Dim Sum. Q holding on the B site. And he's going to jump up and catch, but not quite. Sailor able to take Q down. And it's Sailor now, the lone attacker on Krug mentality, stuck on default box. Can he get both players here? Beginner shows himself. And Aiden again gets wall banged. Very well played from Sailor. And the first round on the board for Krug mentality.
Sailor doing absolute work. Absolute work in the 1 versus 3. Wow, Sailor coming through strong. Sending a message and hearing some yells, some screams from the desks of the LAN. Sending a message, say, hey, we've got some fight in us, and that's exactly what we're capable of.
Once again, looks like Mentality going for the same kind of play, starting 4 towards tiles. And Aiden going walkabouts and getting punished by Kazati. Super Fat BB throws that dart for info. And Q now holding from stairs, looking to find a fight. And it's Akiraval, though, who puts him down. And Super Fat BB trying to look for a spam, but the KJ Molly now at his feet, but not quite a perfect KJ Molly. Super Fat BB still sitting in that smoke. Not sure if Creek mentality will be aware of that, but the smoke will run out soon anyways. Benny, though, finds Super Fat BB with that smoke fading. Now it's Beginner looking to take that next step for Dim Sum, but it's looking good for Creek mentality to get their 2nd round. Beginner now surrounded on all fronts, and it's Eric, the Omen, getting the better of his counterpart.
Flawless from Krug. Beautiful 3-piece, 2 versus 1, and building off that momentum from Sailor, and everyone just singing themselves into that sort of good mindset, following in suit of Sailor, and it's going to continue. I've got a feeling this is a defender-sided map, but Krug, they are putting Dim Sum into the Inferno right now, starting to put a bit of heat behind them and beneath them, and they're feeling that heat. A compromised buy are going to see the Bucky in the hands of Aiden.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of Buckies today, and they have been getting value as
True.
he's going to put it A main, but the drone coming out to clear him out. Will the drone spot him in time, or is he going to tuck back into tree? Yes, he is going to. So Krug Mentality still unaware of this Bucky that awaits them. Is Aiden going to pop back into the smoke?
Oh, this is so risky from Aiden. So risky, but risking it for almost a frag.
Gets a couple bullets connecting, and Eric knocked down to 63, but 4 ults still remaining on the side of Krug Mentality. See what they can cook up to maybe tie up this half. Looks like the spike's heading towards B, while 2 players of Krug Mentality are towards A. Is this going to be a potential A fake into a B hit? It looks like there is, yeah, both Omen smokes being thrown on A to try and sell a ruse. Paranoia as well. Paranoia traded back by beginner, but now out they come B site as Q has forced to give the site, and it will look like it will be a retake, a 5v5 retake. But Q already gets Sailor down. Kazati now looking for the fight. Takes down Akio and takes down Q. Beginner trades back on Eric. Kazati now in the strong B-maps, and here comes the lockdown being invested to push members of Dim Sum back. The Neon Stun as well, just to dissuade any fighting ahead of this KGL. But Aiden gets a kill on Akira Val. But time is dwindling now for Dim Sum to get back in this. Benny, back of the site, trying to hold it down for his team. Benny gets one just by himself now, back of the site.
Benny.
But can't survive the shots from Super Fat BB as Dim Sum get 4 on the board.
Noble effort from back in Boathouse by Benny, just not able to hold down the fort for long enough. Very close, there's a lot of damage inflicted on beginner, but not going to be enough. And that earlier damage, all these things being taken into account from what's been done here. Benny doing everything possible, but not able to follow through. 4 rounds to 2 now. Dim Sum run away with this as much as they can. But I say running away. Krug, they are so close on their heels.
Yeah, so that alarm bottom yet. I'd like to see Krug deal with that and see if they can get that alarm bot out early to be able to work the rest of the map. Benny now looking to take a fight A main. Drone coming up through Sailor. B main. Aiden again with the Bucky. We've seen a lot of Bucky work being used today to try and get that damage. I don't know if it's just a LAN environment thing where maybe the crowd noise can give that Bucky player a bit of extra info. Kiraval looking for that Killjoy alarm bot. We're also concerned about someone in market. Gets blinded, full blinded.
Oh,
now
Sailor.
The Sailor with the Hunter's Fury as a Kiraval forced to slide into the smoke. Benny now working through Catwalk. Walking up into Aiden with the Bucky though. Is Aiden going to get Bucky value? No, Benny's just going to smoke him off and keep holding. Very good discipline here from Benny. And he does spot Aiden. That is huge. But are they going to be aware that he's the Bucky player? Shot missed. Aiden again gets Akira Val, but
good flick.
But Eric quickly able to trade him out. And now it looks like the A site will not quite be theirs for Krug Mentality. Super Haven holds it down, and Akio sliding through. And now it's all down to Kazati. Door now closed on Kazati. That's going to make it so tough with 3 players looking his way. Turret out to try and pull a crosshair. But it's just going to be so tough now as Kazati walks in to the shooting of 2 players on the side of Dim Sum, and 5-2 game now. Dim Sum looking strong on the defense side now.
Yeah, they've taken back control 2 rounds back to back. Krug did take 2 on the trot as well. A reminder of how that happened. I believe it was the 2, I think it was 3-piece or 4-pieces coming in. There was a 3-piece and a 4-piece. Some bold plays, so we need to see some more courageous plays coming in from KM. A little bit quiet. Stinger, a Bucky, the compromised weapons on this one. A ult is going to be available for Krug. 2 ults for that matter, Bladestorm. And we're going to have that engaged immediately. And you've got the Neon ult just in the back pocket.
Yeah. Quick dash away there. Legit Cassidy now following up this drone to scale up. Molly coming into market, forcing Super Fat BB out of there. Beginner now being forced to hold his ground as Akiraval swings out with the Neon ult,
So many players.
unable to get any picks. And now it's a 4v3 for Dim Sum as the plant comes down. Dim Sum looking to once again retake this, and it starts with Akio taking down Eric and Kazati. And Slayer all by his lonesome, only able to get Akio before he gets traded out. And 6-2 scoreline for Dim Sum. Dim Sum off to a good start.
Oh, Akio is so aware, just so conscious of every player's potential position. Slides in from defender, clears by door, and just slides into site, enables that trade to happen too. That is superb use of Akio's Neon. We did see some great Neon action yesterday, and I think this is following on a similar notion. Just make that path, make that golden bridge for your team, and enable access for the retake. Akio, textbook. Textbook stuff. Last game here for the Sunset Series for day number 2. Dim Sum.
Looks like we got the double molly lane setup coming out from Dim Sum. That's what you like to see. But it looks like Akio wants to get aggressive on the side his Killjoy setup is, as well as the operator. Not something you usually see, but the operator getting. And now the bait play, but Kazati or Akio unable to capitalize as Kazati is able to take down, and the shot through the smoke from Aiden. Able to take down Sailor. Very good operator shot.
Rude.
And now the operator moved on to Cat. Let's see if Aiden can get more value out of this heavy weaponry, and doesn't even need to as beginner, able to take him down.
What a reposition,
Aiden,
man.
anyways, able to take down Eric. 4v1 for Dim Sum now. And Kazati looking for something. Does take down Q. And is going to have the B side open to him if he wants to take it. Super Fat BB regrouping with his team. Kazati does still have to clear out the B side though, but gets the plant down in a really good spot. Will he play backside or in front of his setup? Yes, he's looking to try and get in front and get an early pick to make it a more favorable situation. Beginner now, taking his time, but Aiden walking up lane for the op is able to finish Kazati off.
Op montage was suggested potentially for production of that round. Yeah, it will be. Aiden just masterful. Masterclass. The master of the boomstick. The up 12 and 7 this game. There's just some good jets this tournament. Dim Sum represented by Aiden. I think one of the better uppers and better jets we've seen. Bladestorm available as the get out of jail free cards. And light armor, the regen armor, the compromise buy from Krug. They've got a full in. They no need to get rounds right now. 3 ults on the table for Dim Sum too. Not they need it with their firepower, but they've got so many options right now.
Into the unknown.
It's like Super Fat BB with the early shock towards B main. Isn't quite going to get any chip damage though, as the drone now comes out from the side of Krug to try and clear that B main area. Aiden jiggling with that operator, waiting for someone to potentially walk into his crosshair and get that first pick again.
So confident. Oozing confidence out his veins.
Krug playing very split up here as they try to take that map control. That turret will not spot.
Oh.
It does spot now.
I wasn't sure if it would there either, actually.
Benny and
I have the spike.
working up bottom mid, as it looks like the spike's going to come towards B. It looks like a B split may be the end goal here for Krug mentality. Paranoia into market for Benny to work through. And out comes Krug mentality. Secure Val is looking to head out onto lane. Super Fat BB trying to contend, trying to get a pick. But the drone's going to come out now. Benny. And that drone tag is not quite able to get. But Beginner is the one who gets Benny. Eric now playing into that CZ smoke. So Super Fat is going to be aware. But Aiden and Q able to hold down the backside of B. Q again with another one on Akira Val.
Courageous hold.
And another one not quite, but Beginner is there in support. 8-2 now for Dim Sum. They're running away with this defense side now.
Yeah,
Krug
they
mentality really need to get an 8-4 half here.
Dim Sum, they stumbled a little bit in the early rounds, but they picked themselves right back up, dust themselves off, and they have formulated a really, really good just technique of how to outplay Krug. Krug, nothing in the armory either. Just going through the guns. There's a couple of miscellaneouses, a couple of sheriffs, ×3, a Bucky, and the Phantom as well. Just great team play across the board from Dim Sum. They've got 2 really aggressive ults available too.
Ooh, the jump
boy,
spot.
oh boy.
Caught.
Exposed.
Aiden now looks towards tiles, and for Krug, they're just not going to peek anything. They seem to be very scared of this op. And Aiden's just going to go walkabouts without his dash. He's going to go walkabouts. And Aki on the other side. Aiden now. Look at how far he's walking with the operator.
He's
walking into their spawn. But Aki in support, and
Another
Aiden
one,
again
bro.
with the op.
Come on.
So far up. Updraft, and Aiden's
Ace?
feeling it at this point. He's running towards Cassidy. Again, now with the Sheriff.
Ace?
Again with the 4th. And the ace is on the cards. Akira Val by his lonesome towards tiles. And he's going to spot Super Fat BB and take him down. But still a 4v1 situation. It looks like they will probably try and feed the ace towards the Jet player on the side of Dim Sum.
Might just be a save here for Krug Mentality, or a save a low buy, but these flicks have been...
Yeah, Aiden here
phenomenal.
looking, trying to hunt for that ace. Akio's going to spot him. He's going to jump on him, but Akira Val again. I mean, Akira Val can't possibly do this, can he? Stun online. Gets Aiden, but Beginner. That was close. That was close, but Beginner is able to seal the deal. I mean, if that didn't go Dim Sum's way, we'd be talking about something else, but...
Hey, try and make the ace happen. 17 and 8 for Aiden.
And Aiden once again picking up that operator. Let's see where he posts it up this round.
Got a feel for Benny. Benny had such a blowout game the last game we just watched.
Yeah.
As Jet.
It's been a tough go this time around so far. But, you know, if they can make it a 9-3 half, you know.
It's doable.
Move on to cent defense side. I mean, I think Benny can do just the same thing that Aiden's been doing on defense. You never know.
We've seen that aggression rewarded previously, and it's all going to be on the line currently. 3 ults, also a crutch, something to lean back on. Krug, the lockdown. They've got the Hunter's Fury. They've got Into the Shadows. They've got so many
Sailor
options.
with the drone up onto A. Super Fat BB ready to dart and play for spam, but unable to connect a tag onto anyone. Benny now into hell.
Cleared.
And it looks like Krug Mentality have, but wait, look at their omen. He's TP'd onto the B site, and it looks like the call's going to be to come back to B. Krug Mentality running the spike back, and Benny's caught Aiden. That is huge.
Benny.
Super Fat BB gets the ping onto Benny. Can he find the kill? Yes, he can. But Krug Mentality are working towards the B site already. Akio trying to run out, and does get one, does get Sailor. 3v2 now for Dim Sum, and Eric now falls. And Beginner turns what was a promising round for Krug Mentality into a disaster as they tried to go B late off that Omen ult, but it was not rewarded.
Not rewarded at all. A great repel of something that had so much potential. Dim Sum 10-2 half, looking to repeat history, maybe even inflict some more damage against Krug.
Yeah, Dim Sum now onto the attack side. We'll see if they can continue their dominance. Looks like 2 Ghosts and a Sheriff being bought up for the side of Krug Mentality. On the side of Dim Sum, it's 2 Ghosts, a Sheriff, a Frenzy. So we'll see which mishmash of pistols is going to work out this time around. And unfortunately, we have a P10. Hopefully, this isn't an extended tech pause again. We apologize. Looks like something is up.
It's okay, get that one figured out momentarily. But in the meantime, yeah, Dim Sum serving up the hottest, the freshest, and most delicious serving of frags to date. All over the server from...
It looks like a hand-washing issue could be, what is...
Hey, you got to have those hands squeaky clean.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Especially in 2025.
Yeah, with the intensity of this game, you know, you never know, the sweat could be getting to the point where it's maybe uncomfortable, but...
Lots of caffeine and keep your hands clean.
Yeah, maybe a potential medic pause on the horizon.
Exclamation mark medic.
Yeah.
It's a classic one. Happens. You know what, saying that, I was playing in a tournament for FC a couple of weeks ago, and under controller your hands can get pretty sweaty.
Yeah,
they
for
can
sure.
for keyboard and mouse too, but man, it isn't comfortable. I get it. It's not nice.
All right, looks like we are ready to head back into it.
Sanitized and good to go.
Yep.
Is it copium or is it just you want your hands clean? You know what? I don't care. Either way, I'm okay with it. And everything done by the book. Big round here for Krug. Very big round. Do you want them to go at the gates early? Do you want them to play for those retakes? What's
I
the
think I want to see
crispy
some aggressive
advice?
fights here to try and catch Dim Sum off guard.
Okay.
Yeah. See what happens here. Is beginner with an early deep smoke into A main, and Akira Val is just gonna walk right through this.
Brave.
It would be
Love
very
it.
brave. Kazati now looking to break that killjoy turret, but
Oh, the
the
damage.
swing off the turret, such a strong strat. And now Aiden darts through market to take down Kazati. Sailor now on CT. The only one towards B site. Is he going to try and go for something? Akio and
timing.
Akira Val just able to take out beginner.
stun.
But Akio fights the CT smoke. And now Aiden pushing through and gets punished
that
by
could be a
Eric.
problem.
I'm not sure what that decision was. Akio now gonna retreat and think better of it. 3v3 situation now. Akio now once again pushes up, trying to get into an aggressive spot, and Akira Val does not see that cross into CT. Akira Val or Akio could be the thorn in the side for Dimsa for Recruit Mentality as they try and retake here. Akira Val stuns backside, but Akio still in the CT angle. Finds
Look at all these frags.
the frags come through for Dim Sum. This is 11-2.
I really didn't think that was going to be the way things unfolded there. Krug, great positioning, but it's just the overconfidence that didn't benefit for Aiden at the beginning of that round, but it did for the rest of the team because they matched that pace. We've talked a bit earlier. It's matching the pace of your teammates, and Dim Sum, wherever you will go, I will follow. And that is the best way to play any FPS. Play like a fire team, have that person just over your shoulder, give that tap before you go for that next engagement. Sure, you're not doing that online, or maybe you do on LAN. I'm not sure what Dim Sum's answer to this great success they're having, but at minimum, it's just looking at that radar, seeing the positioning and just matching toe to heel of where your teammate's going. Dim Sum to a T is exactly what they've been doing. Apologies, folks, just have a timeout here. Not sure if I believe this is actually a calculated one from Krug, so no apologies needed. Just a hopeful moment. Krug scraping the bottom of that barrel.
Yeah, essentially the last legs here for Recruit Mentality, down 11-2. They need a round to pull this game back. They can win this round, though. You never know. 11-3, we've seen teams come back from that before.
I think the biggest problem right now is the weaponry scenario. Akio and Ko Dim Sum, they've got some really heavy-hitting weapons right now. You do have the Bucky in the hands of Akrivel. Something could be done with that. But just that pace, that velocity, that venom, too strong from Dim.
Akira Val here with the Bucky in the smoke. Is he going to get cleared out with utility?
Go on, Akrivel.
Aiden walking over the other side, though, with a Judge. Is able to clear wine, and Bucky versus Judge. We'll see who comes out top if the engagement happens. Drone into Cat here. As Akio scales up with it.
Oh, the timing.
Aiden and Akira Val, with a jump spot, but it seems
Did they
unaware
see?
of the
Did they
fact that
see?
Aiden is right there, but the Bucky
What?
still lands. Beginner, though, able to take down Kazati. Akio now here through tree, thinks better of it, and dips away, but looks like he's exploring back. As Krug Mentality are rotating towards the B site, which has been left empty. Akira Val grabs that Judge, but Akio, smart play to double back and pick off Akira Val. Akio now again dealing massive damage, but is only able to get one. Q now fighting through CT. And now it's a 2v1 for Dim Sum. Sailor left in a 1v2, but Beginner is 1 HP. We'll see if Sailor can do some damage, but it's super fat. BB back of the site, holding it down. 12-2 now for Dim Sum.
Bulldog taking a bite out of
Last
that step push.
chance for Creek Mentality now.
Yeah, I'm one to have copious amounts of optimism, but I think even a full canister of copium is not going to be enough to pull through at this point. Dim Sum just so devastating with every single shot they're firing. Krug, they've tried. They really have tried a multitude of different strategies to employ and to kind of change things up, but it's just too much take it on here from Dim Sum. Benny trying to be
looking for an engagement.
more confident.
It's going to be forced back, but Sailor now sitting in that Omen smoke.
What the thought?
Feels very disjointed now, though, for Krug. Seems like they're getting desperate as Eric with the Marshall looking to find something, anything. Super Heavy going to drone out, and straight in goes. They go, and Aiden takes down Eric with the Bucky, and Benny unable to find anything. Sailor only able to find one as Aiden now with the Bucky running through, but gets caught by Sailor. Sailor with the Deagle now, but gets taken down, and it's down to Akira Val. Stun is connecting, but Beginner's going to swoop around the corner, and Dim Sum with a clean 13-2 victory.
So we
the last map of day 2.
That first combat, that first face-off between Dim Sum and KM was savage, but I think that really wraps up the dominant one between the two teams, at least in the group stage going into day 3.
Dim Sum looked exceptional this game.
Nothing
consistently, consistently winning rounds. They only let the first 2 rounds they lost kind of at the start of the game.
I think it was 3-2. I think that's where sort of things just continued on for Dim Sum. They lost too early, had a chat about it, and were able to completely have that counter attack in the bag, understand rotations perfectly. Talking of Aki, the neon rotations, the mid-running stops to pulls to ponder, the double backs, that actually happened multiple times that game. You mentioned it being a big thing. That's continuum map control, and if you think of it like a little dot on a radar on a GPS, Aki was everywhere, all over the map, getting info, getting pick frags. Aiden just continuing to be a surging force with the up, with the outlaw. What do you do? What do you do against an aimer like that? Not much you can do.
Yeah.
Simple matters, and made to be looked simple by Dim Sum. 13-2 for the final match of the group stages here today. I do believe we have solidified who'll be going through for the day 2, or day 3, pardon me, and I'll try and confirm that before the end of the stream for those that are interested as well. But Crispy, man, that was a really
good Valorant, some clean Valorant from some teams.
For both teams, man.
Yeah, but excited for day 3, our last and final day, where we will get the grand finals, best of 3. I'm excited, looking forward to that. We'll see which 2 teams manage to make it all the way.
Yes, we will. And for the teams that do, it's the big day, especially for university students, man. It's the money day. It's the day they've all been fighting for. You've gone through a whole long weekend of Valorant. The whole purpose, the sole cause, to get to that cash prize pool. And it's all brought to you by Solaris and DrunkDeer. Thank you so much for all of your support as we go through this lovely weekend for the Valorant Sunset Series. I do believe, I was going to check in production here, we'll kind of get an update of what things are, but I believe that is it for day number 2. Cool beans. Okay, we'll catch you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your Sunday, and until then, later.